What's going on, everybody? Feder here from 3D Print SOS. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to get right to the point. Octoprint. I know a lot of people really want Octoprint at the moment, but getting your hands on a Raspberry Pi could be really hard. And I showed how to set up a Raspberry Pi setup with Octoprint in this video right above me, right over here. So go ahead and click if you're interested to see that. But right now there's a major chip shortage, and these are really hard to find. And if you can get your hands on them, sometimes they're up to 5 times the cost of what it was originally. Not to mention that the setup could be intimidating. You also need a camera, you need a bunch of cables to hook it all up. You need to integrate it into your machine in some way, shape, or form. And I have another solution. And this solution is actually really affordable, and it has to do with this. This is a View 2 by Blue, an Android phone, and this phone is actually $28 on Amazon. So it's extremely inexpensive. And the benefit of something like this is it runs full Android, so you can do other things with it. But it also has a really nice screen. It has a camera built in, and since it has Wi-Fi and things like that, it also has Google Chrome, so you can use a full browser. So this could be a one-stop shop for Octoprint. To get this setup to work, you need this $12 USB-C hub. And what this does is it lets you split the power and also your USB so that you can hook up your printer directly to this charge port on this device. So let me go ahead and show you that. So this is the little hub, and as you can see, this has several plugs on it. It has several USB-Cs, and then this little lightning port right here, USB-C, and you can use the charger that came with the phone to go ahead and plug it into the wall to keep the phone nice and charged while it's running. So we have the device here, and what I want to do is I want to show you how quickly and easily you can get Octoprint running with something like our Aquila right over here. So here, let me pull you in. And let me show you. I know it's going to be hard to see some of this stuff on the screen, but bear with me. So essentially what you need to do is once you have your phone set up and your Wi-Fi set up, go ahead and head to Google. And in here, we're going to search for Octo4A. And when the results come up, look for one that takes you to a GitHub page that looks like this. And you'll see it says run Octoprint on Android. That's what we're looking for. We're going to scroll down to the releases page under download. And then we are going to click on the APK file. This is going to try to download it to our phone. I already have it on here, so it's going to look a little bit differently. But essentially, it'll download and it'll ask you if you want to install the file onto your phone. Go ahead and hit yes that you do want to install it. It's actually going to ask you permission, and then it's going to give you an option to go to settings or cancel because the app is not from the official store. It's from GitHub. All you have to do is hit the settings button, hit allow, and then when you go back, it'll just install the application. So once that happens, you'll see the app right on your home screen. I believe it goes to the second page by default on Android. But all you have to do once you have this installed is open it. And once you have it opened, you'll see at the top here it says Octoprint is running, and it'll give you an IP address. That IP address is what you put into your browser to be able to get to your Octoprint setup. And that's all you have to do to get it up and running. But there's a couple other things. First, we need to hook up our charger. Then go ahead and grab the charger that came with the phone and go ahead and plug it into the lightning port right over here. And then you need a cable to hook up your printer to the phone. You can use any of these USB cables. Let me go ahead and plug mine in. There we go. And you will see a little pop-up that comes up here. It's not actually a pop-up, just a setting. Let me see if I can get you to see this. I know the brightening is going to be challenged. Right over here, so a USB serial will pop up and you'll see a little blue check mark. That means your printer is hooked up, Octoprint is running, and you are already set up. Then even on the bottom here, you will see that the camera server is running, and when we open it, we have the full camera. I know it's sideways here, it'll be fine in the actual app. So there you go, you are already done, and now you can head to your browser on your computer and view your Octoprint, install plugins, start prints. You have full Wi-Fi access to your 3D printer. But that's not all. We have a screen, we have Wi-Fi, and we have Google. I know it's going to be hard to see on the screen here, but here it is all running. You can see the camera even functioning. And what I'm going to do off camera real quick is download a thing called Touch UI. All you have to do is go to the little settings up here, go to the plugin manager and install Touch UI, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. Alright, so that's a lot more like it. So now you have this nice touchscreen interface that lets you control your machine. So as you can see here, extremely responsive. Let's go ahead and home everything but Z. There you go, the printer reacts. Functions just like it should. And then we have everything all the way down to the camera. We have Octolapse. We have full touchscreen working just perfectly fine while charging on here. And if you go to your browser right now and type in that IP address, you will have your standard UI, non-touch screen, and you'll be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. My favorite way to use this is to point the phone at the printer and then just go onto my computer and hook up Cura to the Octoprint setup, and that way everything's up and running and I don't have to use cards anymore. I could just send prints wirelessly. You can also set it up so that Octoprint can run as soon as the phone starts. All of that is in the settings of the app. I think the app is brilliant. So there you go, guys. That's all for me. A little bit of a short, quick video, but I do think that this is an amazing way and easy way to use Octoprint on your printer. And also, if you end up not using this particular setup anymore, you still have an Android device. There's a lot of other fun stuff you could do with this thing. And not to mention, these USB-C hubs are pretty useful as well, especially if you have a modern laptop, for example. So there you go. That's all for me today. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, share it if you guys think someone else will find this useful. And as always, I'll see you down in the comments. Later.